live symbol there. So yes, we are live. So yes. So let's get started. In fact, a few days before I made a video on Google, Apple, the video, right? So in that video, I mentioned that there was an announcement from Glassdoor. In fact, it's an article from Glassdoor which says you don't need a college degree to get a job. Yes, initially there was a barrier that even if you are skilled, even if you know a lot of stuff, even if you can work on project, you still need a college degree. But something happened, they realized college degree is not something which should be a barrier. Yes, it is very important, but it should not be a barrier. If someone has a skill set, that's much more important than a college degree. And that's why if you go to that job portal now, and yes, after publishing that video, there were a lot of people. They got motivated. In fact, when I saw the comment, a lot of people they got motivated. Some people started working on the project. Some people are working on the skill set. I got so many emails. I got so many Facebook messages. Some of them were some doubts, and then some of them were kind of motivating to them. And then I also got some comments talking about how can you say college degree is not important. See, in my video, if you, I know some people don't even have a time to watch the entire video. What they do is they read the title, they watch half of the video, and they skip. See, to understand the exact content, you need to watch the entire video, right? That's important. So in the video, I've also mentioned that college degree is important, but then it's not important if you, I mean, see, college degree doesn't make any sense without skill set. Okay, so I've seen so many people. So I'm into the training industry from last so many years. Okay, in the corporate and in colleges, and I have realized one thing: your degree is of no use if you don't have skills. Okay, I have seen people who are graduated. I don't know how people can pass without those skill set. Though those people have graduation degrees, but they don't have a skill, and then they realize, hey, why we are not getting job? Why why big companies are not hiring you? Of course, no one will hire you if you only have a degree with you. You need a skill set, right? That's important. So degree is important, okay, but then if you don't have a skill set, it's of no use. That is something which I want to point out. I'm not saying only focus on skill, don't focus on degree. Both are important, but anyway, we are focusing on degree, right? Even if you don't want to focus on degree, there are your teachers, there are your parents, your friends. Everyone will tell you, "Hey, focus on degree," but no one tells you about skill set, and that was the idea. I wanted to tell you about the skill set. That was my job. Okay, so that's important. Uh, so so focus on getting the skill set. Okay, so degree is important, that's for sure. Okay, everyone tells you that, but no one says skills are important. That's why I made that video. So the point to be taken from that video is improve your skills. Okay, don't just fight about degree is important. Everyone knows that, right? So don't just take my videos in a bad way. There are people. Okay, I wanted to post a separate video focusing only on those comments, but I thought, okay, why to give more weightage to these other people? You need to understand the context. You have to watch the entire video. So I wanted to make a video from a long time. In fact, from last 3 to 4 days. But I thought, why to do that? Today I got fed up, and then I thought, okay, let's make a video. I wanted to make a video, but going live is much more interesting, right? In fact, I can see your reaction as well. That's about this stuff. And so let me repeat: college is important, but degree, skills is much more important than degree. Okay, uh, both are important, but focus more on skill set. Okay, that's great. So we got so many people watching this. Come on, guys, click on the like button there if you are enjoying my videos. In fact, we are almost end of Python series, and trust me, this is one of the best series I have worked on. I enjoyed a lot working on Python, not because it's one of the best language it is, but then the way I was getting a content, some animation stuff, and the response which I got for Python is amazing. The amount of views which we got for Python series is higher than any of my videos. I don't know if any of the content on YouTube got so many views for Python. Maybe, but I'm very happy with the number of views which I'm getting. And the most important is not just views, the watch time. Okay, so so many people focus only on views. That's not important. The amount of minutes which you spend on those videos which are important. Okay, people are not getting distracted. That's important. Normally when you watch videos on YouTube, sometimes you may get distracted, but when I saw the stats for Python series, the distraction was less, and that's exciting. So maybe in next, when I make more videos on different technology, I will try to use similar pattern, not exactly same, because it takes a lot of time. I'm trying to optimize my work now. How can I make more content in less time? Because I'm trying my best to push as much as content as possible. In fact, I'm still editing the video. Okay, so we are in the process of editing that Python video, which will be uploaded by tomorrow morning. I'm trying my best, and tomorrow evening I have a special video for you. I will post that. Don't worry. So tomorrow evening you'll get one more video. Okay, when I say special, it is special for some people, not for everyone. I don't know how we'll take it. Uh, okay, so we got 300 people, more than 300 people watching this. Come on, guys, click on the like button there if you enjoy my sessions. And it's time to pick up some questions. Okay, so Abhinav says, I have my interview tomorrow. All the best, Abhinav. So most important thing is in the interview, if it is technical round, they will ask you about data structures. They might ask you about networking. You don't have to be good with any big language or framework. Example, if you don't know Spring framework, that's fine. If you're going for Java, if you don't know about Django for Python, that's fine. If you don't know about JavaScript frameworks, that's completely fine. What's important for the industry or for big companies is basic skills, data structures. One language is enough. If you know Java, if you know C, if you know C++, that's enough. That's very important. So all the best. Prepare yourself well. Don't take much stress. Just be as you are, and you're good to go. Okay. Next question from Ananta is, can I get a job in big IT company without any degree in computer but with a skills in computer programming? See, if you are in India, the chances are very less, especially not just India, if you are in any other country apart from US, UK, uh, chances are very less. If you don't have a degree, you will not get a job, because currently here as well, degree gets a higher preference, okay? In US, yes, they have started this trend, and at least it started, right? That's important. It at least started. So once big companies start with this amazing concept, of course other company as well will follow it. Okay, but as of now, you do need a college degree. But yes, if you are going for startup, there are some startups which don't need a college degree. What they need is a skill set, right? Now, in fact, in future, when Telusko Learning start hiring people, I will make sure that I will not focus on college degree. I will focus more on skill set. Yes, college degree will be an advantage, but then if you have a skill set and if you can prove yourself, if you can build project for us, if you can solve the issues which we are facing, it doesn't matter what degree you have. Skill set will be important. But as of now, you do need a degree with you. Okay. Okay. So Anza says, I have started in C. Any tips? Okay, you need a tips for C programming. So follow all the videos. If you are watching my videos, make sure that you watch each and every video. Don't skip the videos. Okay, that's one of the mistake people make. See, when we make series, okay, let me talk about myself. When I make a series, all the videos are one by one. That means if you're watching 12th video, then before that video, let's say 11th video, 10th video, every video is important because it's a continuous flow, right? So watch all the videos, and when you practice, make sure that when you watch my video, also practice it. That's important. Because see, your brain is like a RAM, right? When you read something, when you learn something new, it goes inside your brain, and but suddenly after some time it evaporates. Okay, so that's why you have to keep practicing your codes. Make sure you make your own notes. That's important. There are different ways of making notes. You can use computer. You can use notepad. You can use a book. I prefer book more than computer. Okay, at least when I learn something very new, because computer this book gives you much more flexibility of pen, and it feels that it gives you that feel. In fact, now I have a Vicom pad which I can use to draw something on computer, but still I feel papers are much better, books are much better than computer. But I use both. Depending upon some scenarios, I use computer. You can use whatever you prefer. Okay, so Dikshit says, how much percentage is required for interview eligibility? Okay. Okay, so how much you need? So if you talk about big companies, big service-based companies in India, you need at least 60% or a degree, or which is a what is it? 60%? Yeah. Throughout. So throughout you need 60%. Okay, so that's something you need now. But if you're going for startup, I guess they are not looking at your marks. Okay, they are looking if you're just graduated, that's fine. They will test you on different skill set. In fact, when I go for different, when I go for the sessions in different colleges, I do make sure that I mention this part. When you go for the interviews, depend upon companies, they are changing the way they take interviews. Okay, in fact, I will upload a video, one of my a video on, not on this channel, but another channel which is David Reddy. Okay, make sure that you subscribe that channel as well, because that's where you'll be getting different contents. uh, Different company have a different way of taking the interviews. Okay, so services companies, they are going for the standard way, 4 steps, right? We have aptitude round, group discussion, then technical round, and HR. But some startups, they have a different way. They hire directly based on how much. So they will hire from hackathons. Okay, so you have to participate in hackathons. Once you complete one challenge, you might get hired. Okay, so you will win prizes, but prizes is not important. Okay, what's more important is you are getting a job and you are winning an event. Okay, so participate in hackathons. Marks doesn't matter. Okay, as I mentioned. So participate in hackathons, make projects, make sure that your Git repository is full. Okay, when you use GitHub, we have those things. We have those green. We have different green shades, right? So it shows how much. It shows the activity. It shows how much active you are in your development skills. And I've seen companies, they're hiring people using their Git repository as well. It takes time, but it happens. So make sure that you are working on all these things. Okay, Roshan says, guys, just stop what you're doing and listen to what that man is saying with his experience. Oh, okay. So you're talking about the interruption. Okay, yeah, fine. Thank you, bud, for that. How much time it takes to learn Python? It depends. If you are a beginner, if you have not learned any programming before, if Python is the first language which you are learning, maybe it will take 1.5 months or 2 months. Because learning a language is not just about learning syntax. Okay, that's one of the mistake which everyone do. Okay, so learning a language is not about learning syntax. If you watch my videos, I focus more on concept. Okay, when to use what concept. So syntax for me is not at all important, because when you learn concepts, you just need to adopt different language syntax. Example, if you learn C, right, we have different syntax, but concepts remain same. We have a concept of variable, we have a concept of functions. In Python as well, we have the same thing. In fact, when you learn Java, we have a concept of classes, object. We have the same concept in Python. So make sure that your concepts are clear. Syntax is important, but then also focus on the concepts. And if you're going for concepts, I would say 3 months. That's what it takes to understand programming language. Because when you are new to programming, it takes your brain to adopt those new things. Okay, so understanding new concept, because we live in a different world, right? So we live in real world. Programming happens in the virtual world, so you have to imagine a lot of stuff. That's why I would say 3 months. But if you know a language, if you know Java, you can learn Python in, let's say, 2 weeks. It's not a difficult language. Anyone can learn Python, right? Hello. Okay. Hello, sir. Start interview questions. In fact, I'm planning for that. We'll try to upload interview videos as well. Okay, videos on Hadoop, please. Yes, it's the right time. So since I'm not into Hadoop, I know Hadoop, but then I'm not into Hadoop much. So next week, I wanted to do this announcement as well. So next week, which is coming Saturday, or not coming Saturday, next Saturday, which is 15th of September. Uh, so if you remember, last year I was doing this talk with expert, or tech talk with experts, right? Where industry expert will be talking to you on different technology. So this time we are going for two different talks. One will be on blockchain. Yay. Okay, so finally we got industry expert who can talk about blockchain. And we will be having a talk on Hadoop and maybe DevOps. Let's see how that goes. So next week, okay, September 15th September, we are going live on YouTube. Okay, we'll talk about Hadoop as well. Okay. Okay, bro, I'm very much interested to learn programming, but my degree is mechanical, so my family not letting me to follow my passion. Okay, so it's everywhere. Okay, it's not just you. There are so many families they don't support their. Uh, okay, so they don't support us for the various reason. One of them is they don't trust you, right? Second reason is if they think you have done something which is mechanical engineer, they feel you should be going into that only. They don't feel you should switch. Even at one point they are right, because from where they are coming, if you have done a course you should be doing that only. But now things are changing, right? Things are changing very fast now. If you want to learn something, if you want to do something, you have to do that. So one way to do that is build trust. Okay, convince your parents that you can do it. Okay, so see, you cannot blame your parents at this point because they have invested so much in you and they don't want to take a risk. Okay, so you cannot blame them, but you can convince them. So what you can do is try convincing them by verbal. Okay, so talk to them or showcase your skill set. What if you can build some projects? What if you can show your projects to the industry expert? Okay, and then if you can show your parents that yes, my skill set is valued everywhere, trust me, they will be happier than you. Okay, so they will like what you're doing. So just convince them. Okay, don't fight with them. uh, okay, so Raghuvendra says to learn Java as a full stack developer is very tough. See, it's not tough, but it takes time, because when you say Java full stack, you have a Java as a backend, then front end you have to learn JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and then for backend, for database, we have to use something else. So it takes time. That's it. It's not difficult. It's not tough. Java, I feel Java is one of the easiest language to learn. It's just that it takes time. Okay, we got a super chat here from Shoaib Akhtar. Okay, that's great. But where's your question, Shoaib? There's no question. You just wanted to help me. Thank you so much, Shoaib, for that super chat. Question from Omkar. My teachers are not good. They teach C and C++ only for marks. Please help. I want to learn. See, this is the case with most of the education system now. See, some people are blaming Indian system. What if I say one of the best system in the world is Indian education system? Okay, the type of teachers we have, the type of system we have, it is much better than other system, but it's not best. Okay, so it's not perfect. It's not something which is so there's no education system in the world which is actually matching with the industry, but we can do it, right? So if we talk about India, at least we can try to do it. People from other countries they say India is better. We say India is not better. So trust me, Indian education system is much better than other country. Okay, especially teachers here are much better than other countries. Indian teachers go to other countries to teach. Okay, so that's what I experienced. In fact, few years back, even I got a lot of requests from different companies to come there and train those people. But then, due to some different factors, I was busy with some projects, and then I was not able to visit those countries. So that was the issue. Okay. So learn by yourself. If you feel your teacher is not helping you, that's fine. Learn it by yourself. Okay, gap of 2 years before engineering after 12 matters in placement. Yes, if you are going for service-based companies like big companies in India, those things matter a lot. Okay, so gap. In fact, you can try, but you have to convince them. You have to convince them why you took that gap. Maybe you can, maybe if it is if it is something related to your health, they might consider it. If it is something related to your family background, they might consider it. But then most of the time they don't. That's one of the issue. Okay, so it's not just we have to blame colleges and students. We have to also blame this type of companies who are not even taking a pain, to understand people problems. So if I want to talk about them, the problem is they are hiring in bulk. Okay, so like service based companies in India, they're hiring people in bulk. I remember when I went for the interview for one of the big company way back, there were 2,000 people who came for the interview. Okay, can you just imagine if a company even want to filter them, on what basis they will filter them? So they will filter them based on their marks. They will filter them based on the number of KTs, or the number of backlogs they have, or the number of years they have a gap there. Okay, so that's one of the criteria they have. I know that's weird, but then that's how they do it. Dirty game. Okay, so Pratik says, I live in Thane, I want to meet you. Sure, Pratik will meet. Send me a mail on Telusko training. We'll surely meet somewhere in Thane or Kalyan. Okay, is MCA degree good? I would say yes, because some colleges they prefer master's degree instead of bachelor's. Bachelor's, if you have done engineering, that's it. So if you are BE, then they will consider you. But if you have done your BSc in IT or if you're doing BCA, I would suggest doing masters will be fruitful for two reasons. One, big companies they might prefer MCA candidates than BSc candidates. The second reason is when you're doing your bachelor's, you are learning stuff, but when you're doing your masters, you are implementing stuff. Uh, but that contradicts with my statement, right? You don't need a college degree. Okay, that's fine. Different people have different ideas here. Okay, next question is working in a very small scale company with four people. We use JavaScript, AngularJS, Node.js, MongoDB. Okay, but they give low payment. I want to know is it worth of working here? Okay, trust me, you have a job. Okay, Rajesh, be happy that you have a job because we are into a crisis where people don't even have a job if after having a degree. So what you do is initially when you work for a company, don't think about earning. Okay, so initially you should work to learn, and later you can just remove that L. You can think about earning, but initially only focus on learning, and that's fine. If you even if they're paying you low, that's completely fine. Okay, suggest how to make project in BCA final year. Okay, so in fact, I have a different video for that. Just search on my video on my playlist or on channel. Search for final year project Telusko, you will get a video. In fact, I don't know if you're seeing one change. We have made one change on the name of this channel. Okay, I don't know if you're observing it. So if you have anyone have observed the name of this channel now, just check it out. Let me give a comment in the comment section if you have done that observation. Okay. Okay, there's a question. Suppose any candidate broke the bond of the company, then that company takes any action. Uh, okay, so that's a good question, but this is not the right platform to talk about it because it creates a legal issue. It creates a legal issue. Yeah, that's the reason I don't want to talk about it here. But if you want to send me a mail, send me a mail. I will talk about that in a mail with you. Okay, some people are saying yes, learning removed. That's right, that's right. So Telusko learning is now only Telusko. Because initially when I was thinking about this channel name, it was Telusko Learning. So this channel represents learning, right? But I realized later that Telusko itself, I mean I was knowing the meaning of it, but Telusko itself means learning, right? So Telusko learning becomes learning. So why to have two learnings when you can have one learning? So Telusko itself means get to know. Telusko itself means learn, right? So that's important. What? Telusko. Okay. Telusko. Yeah, that's right. Telusko learning to Telusko. Great. Any idea for Python? Any idea? IDE. Okay, so that's PyCharm, which I use now. But you can also use Eclipse. There are different IDEs available. Okay, so it's already been 23 minutes now. Let's go live for more 5 minutes and then we're good to go. In fact, we got one more super chat, but I'm not able to find who has done that. Okay, in fact, there are a lot of questions based on the join button. Okay, so if you can see the channel, we also have a join button. Okay, so we got it from Priyam Pandey. Thank you so much, Priyam Pandey, for a super chat. Okay, so so I'll be making a separate video on how can you support Telusko. So the thing is, I guess this is the only channel on YouTube now which is providing content for free. Okay, because all of the channels they moved to some different platforms. Maybe they have their own platform, but this is the only channel now which is free. I guess at least in India. Maybe I have to check that. But then it doesn't work in that way, right? Even if I'm publishing a lot of content, it is difficult to survive with the YouTube earning. Of course, it's not that at least we can even survive with YouTube earning. So what we can do is, if you are enjoying my series, if you are Okay, so someone says, please be free always. I'll make sure that I will do that. I'll try my best to be free as long as possible because every day for me is surviving. Okay, so for shifting my focus from corporate training to YouTube, it's a lot of so I'm losing a lot of things in financial terms because in corporate training we used to have good earnings. Okay, as a corporate trainer, you have so many opportunities. You have opportunities to train in big companies. You have opportunities to go abroad. But then I was focusing more on how can I educate more people, as much as people as can possible. And that's where YouTube clicked, right? So I will try to make sure that my videos on this channel will be free. Okay, so as long as I can. Okay, so we are doing this from last 4 years now. So from last 4 years, I'm trying to make sure that videos are free for you. Even in between, I started with the paid courses. I started with the paid videos, but then I made all those videos free on YouTube now for everyone. So that's the thing. So now, since I'm trying to post as much as possible for you, what we can do is you can help me here. You can support me. See, if you watch my Python videos, we are not charging for you. It's free, right? But if my videos are helpful to you by any way, you can support me. There are different ways of supporting. In fact, I'll be making a separate video for this, mentioning everything. But just to give you a gist, the different ways of doing this, the first way is if you can see there's a button there, okay, which is join. Okay, so I don't know, a lot of people get confused with that. So join button is not subscribe. Okay, subscription is different. Join is different. So when you join, you are actually supporting this channel by paying, let's say, 160 rupees per month, which comes out to be around $2. Okay, sorry. So yeah, it comes out to be $2 or 160 rupees per month. But then the ratio goes to YouTube as well. We don't get much in that, but yeah, you can do that. So one of the reasons you should do join is to support this channel. The second reason is if you are a member, if you are a member, we will be having a separate live session. Okay, so the way we have a live session now with a lot of people, we will be having a separate live session with other people. Okay, people who are into that community. So we will be having a different community who are joining by paying that amount. And every month, or I will try to make it every week, we'll have a discussion about your career, about different stuff. We will try to also do some fun, right? That's one way. So that's one way of supporting by clicking on that join button. The second way of supporting is you can support me on Patreon. I do have a Patreon account. Just search for Navin Reddy, right? That you will get a Patreon account. The third way of doing it, you can directly donate using Telusko Learning. So go to Telusko Learning page, Telusko Learning website, telusko.com. In that, you have a section of contacts. You can donate from that. Amount doesn't matter. Is it 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 1,000, 10,000, doesn't matter. Amount doesn't matter. What matters is the support. The moment even if you put, let's say, 10 rupees there, it gives me that confidence that, yeah, so my content is helping people. It doesn't matter how much they contribute. A small amount is also good. The fourth way, which is very important here, the fourth way is you can share this video with your friends. Okay, that's the minimum you can do. So copy the video, okay, copy the channel. So whatever video you like on my channel, not just this video, any video. So if you're watching a video, let's say, of Python, and then if you liked it, what you do, just copy the link, go to your Facebook page and paste, mention that why you liked it, and that's how you do it. Uh, so that's how you can support this channel. Okay, 4 ways. Okay, so I can see we got some more super chat. We got super chat from Swapnil, and we got one more from Priyam. Oh, so Priyam is doing second time. So we got two super chats from Priyam. Thank you so much, Priyam. And we got one from Swapnil, right? So that's great. Thank you for the super chat, everyone. So we'll pick up one or two questions more and then signing off for the day because I'm doing live tomorrow as well. Tomorrow is Saturday, so we have a Saturday live. Today I was not supposed to go live, but I thought, okay, I have some time to spare. I wanted to talk to you, so I thought, let's go live. Okay, you can see I'm very sleepy now because I got up very early today. Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Swapnil. You are a new member for our community. Yay. Okay. So let's grow this community. We have a good number of people on this community. So we'll try to go live every week on the community as well. Try to answer your question as deep as possible. Uh, Okay, so Divakar says, I promise you that once I get a job, I will donate my first payment salary to you. So, oh, thank you so much. That's a very big commitment. That's a very big commitment. Okay, well, thank you so much. Okay, we got one more member there. Vikram Reddy. Thank you so much for being a member of Telusko Learning. Okay, so let me repeat. When you subscribe, you are a subscriber, you will get notification. When you become a member, you get some special privileges. One of them is you will be attending my live sessions every week. And then let me just add some more perks to maybe some exclusive content for the members. How can we create super chat from Pakistan? No idea because I don't know how that it works there. Because I never sent super chat to anyone, so I'm not sure. Okay, so we got okay. So there's a super chat button. So if you're watching this on desktop, so there's a button that super chat button there. Okay, you can see that there.
Dollar symbol.
So it's a dollar symbol. Use that. Okay, so Jishan says, oh, we got one more super chat from Jishan. And Jishan says, data analysis certification helpful to get a job? Yes. See, certifications are helpful, but that's not the only way to judge. But yeah, data analysis is something new. Analytics is something new. So of course you can try for that. So that's it, everyone. We have been talking for a long time. So that's it. See you in the next live session, which is happening tomorrow. So tomorrow, 10 or 10:30, we are going live, and we'll have a different topic to talk about. Okay, so we'll try to pick up your questions, and we'll talk about something else as well. But as the title suggests, the video title suggests that college degree is still important. Okay, don't skip it. Don't just drop out from college and say, hey, just because Google has released this or Glassdoor says you don't need a degree. That's not the case, at least here. Complete your degree, plus also make sure that you improve your skill set. Doesn't matter from where you learn, make sure that you learn. Okay. Uh, so that's it, everyone. Bye bye. See you in the next live session, which is happening tomorrow. And do share my channel with your friends, and that's how you can support me. Bye bye.